Okay, so let's take a look at these buttons. I can select them here in my editor, and that should give me access to their events. If I scroll way down, I can get to on clicked, and when I hit this plus button, that will take me over to my graph and add an on clicked event. The other way that I can do that is over here in the graph. Here are all of my buttons, and as I select them, I can add on clicked events for them. I like that a little bit better because it helps me remember what it is that I'm trying to do. So if I add this play button, I can add an on clicked event for it, and now I remember that this is on clicked play button. I don't need this event construct node. So for the play button, when I click it, what I want to do is I want to open the level with the game in it. So I will go to open level. We'll open level by name, and unfortunately this is one of the places where Unreal does not provide me with a pull-down list of the levels in my scene. So I will just briefly head back to my content browser, and in the content browser go into my levels folder. So the one I want is dining room _05, and I'll just type that in. Yes, this is case sensitive, so make sure that you've got this exact spelling from that exact spelling. All right, I'm feeling pretty good about that. So let's take a look and see what else we've got. Let's do the quit button next because that should be pretty easy. So I will add an on click for that. Pull this over, and what I want to do is quit. So I type in quit, and there is quit game. Now the quit game is looking for a specific player, so if I pull this off, I can get my player controller, and I can just leave that set to 0, and that should let us quit the game. So I am feeling pretty good about this. Now these are starting to look very similar to each other, so the other thing I can do is highlight these to select them and press the C button, C for comment. So I'll comment this and say that this is the quit button click. And then I will do the same thing here, and I will say that this is the play button click. The nice thing about these comments is that now I can move this around like it's a group, and that'll really help me organize things. So the last thing I need to do, and possibly the most confusing, is I need to add an event for this credits button. And I know that so far these things have made a lot of sense. I click the play button and I open the level to play the game. I click the quit button and my player quits the game. The credits button, what I want to do is open up another widget, and in that widget what we're going to do is we're going to set it up so that we can see a list of the things that you personally did and a list of the things that you didn't do, so that people know that you made this model but not that model, you made this texture but not that texture. So I will take this credits button, I'm going to add a clicked event for it, and for this one what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to show the widget for the credits button. So if I go back into my UI, you'll remember that I made this credits widget. Now the fun thing about having a button call that widget is that the way you do it is by creating widget. So I will go to create, and there is create widget. Now, with this, what I need to do is I need to both select, and here you see I do get a nice pull-down list. So now it knows which widget to create, but after it's created it, it doesn't show it or anything, so I'll just pull over here and add it to the viewport by creating an Add to Viewport node. Now you'll note that in this case I pulled off of the return value, and this creates a little double link so that the button itself knows to keep the event flowing to Add to Viewport, but also this return value is linked to the target of the Add to Viewport. So I did that by clicking on the return value and pulling that out. Now this is also looking for a player, so I'm just going to take the player controller we've already got and link that to the owning player. And now I can take this, comment it, and I can say that this is the credit button click. Alright, so those are my 3 buttons. Let me compile here. And I'll also save this. I'll pause here, and when I come back, I will go into the level for the main menu, and in the main menu level, I will complete the blueprint that enables the menu to be called and then to function. So we'll do that in just a little bit.